get this thing ready to go. Take it off the battery tender. I keep the battery tender tucked down in here. You go through a lot of batteries if you don't keep them tended. I've got a battery tender on this guy. Got a battery tender on the tractor. Have a battery tender on the boat batteries. Have a battery tender on the zero turn batteries. And then we have a charger for the golf cart that doesn't do tending. A lot of battery tending going on. But what I plan on doing today is, as you can see, I got my fly vest on because I'm going to take my fly rod with me. I've got my waders on just in case I have to go into the water. Not that I will fall into the water this time. I'm trying not to trip. But I'm going to do some bank fishing downriver at a buddy's place. So I'm going to take my fly rod, my Spey rod. I'm going to take a float rod, and I'm going to take just a spinning rod so I can throw some spinners around. We're going to go down here and see if we can't try to catch fish. But I want to show you something first. Check this out.
This journey started in the 60s, and I have fished from Alaska to Florida, hunted the Arctic for caribou, and combed the coastlines of Kodiak and the Aleutian Islands in search of meaning and purpose. These excursions exemplify a deeper understanding of success beyond that of just catching fish or bagging big game. They are about the chase and learning who you are. They are about exploring, appreciating, and respecting the vast expanses of our nation's forests, lakes, streams, rivers, and oceans, and finding our place in the universe. My name is Gene Quinney. These are my stories, this is my life, and these are my adventures.
Come with me. It rained last night. But I wanted to show you guys what I did. Look how tall this thing is now. It's massive. Anyway, I wanted to make the range a little bit safer. I'm not an engineer, but I think it'll work. And now it's at least 7.5, 8 feet tall now. And I also added these things. This is the biggest one. That was 37 inches by 22 diameter, 37 inches long. That's the longest one. And I had to get them up here. That was no easy feat getting them stacked. But anyway, it's pretty tall now. As you can see, they're all slanted backwards a little bit and backed up with this huge pile of dirt. This is the backside. So that's at least 8 foot of dirt, and from the beginning of the log, it's probably 10 feet wide. That's how much dirt is behind it. I like it. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's safe? Okay, I've got everything loaded up on the quad. I've got my Spey rod, got just a regular old spinning rod, and that's going to be for spinners and such. And then another spinning rod, and that has my float set up. And I'm going to change that brighter orange float to a clear drift float because the water's low. It's clear, and I don't want that big orange float up there, just scaring everything away. But anyway, then I've got my tackle box here in the back. So we are ready to go. To get this thing fired up, I'm going to head down the road. We are here. I had to go say hi to the neighbors here. A buddy of mine's got a couple of friends staying at his house, and I just wanted to make sure they knew I was here and what I was doing. I got my Loonie Coonies, as you can see. Loonie Coonies. And it's raining. Can you believe it? I didn't expect it to be raining today, but that's all right. Okay, let me get these rods set up, and I'll show you exactly what I got going on. This is the float I was talking about. I'm gonna take this bad boy off of there, put on a clear drift float. Oh, here we go, right there. Right there. I like these for winter, or I like these for summer steelhead, because they're small, clear, very concealed in low water, clear water situations. So I need to re-rig this guy, replace him. Okay, let me show you how I'm going to hook these up. I got a double rig here, but I'm not going to use the top hook. I'm going to use the bottom hook and go right through this second portion of the body up through its head like this, and I'm going to leave that top hook hanging. That way I can bring the tail up like this and put a half hitch in there. Do another half hitch on the tail. And cinch it down to the shank. See? So that half inch is cinched onto the top of the top hook. And there you have it, hanging just like that. Right now I've got it set at about 3 feet. So let's see what 3 feet will do. And since I know this water well, you can see the river actually flows up river here. Mend your line a little bit. Now this is a deep hole. It's probably 20 feet deep. Maybe only like 16 or 17 right now, or less, because the water level's so low. And then just let it hang there for a minute and see if there's a fish that wants to come by. You guys might remember this spot right here a couple years ago. That's where I hooked the sturgeon. Man, this thing is heavy. That looked like a 6-footer. Now, in case you guys are wondering, this rod is an Akuma Sicilio 9'6", medium action, 6 to 12 pounds. Nothing fancy. And I have it wrapped with heat shrink. And I have, oh look, there's a corky. Okay. Put another Coonie on there. Bottom hook up to the head. Like that. Stretch it out flat. Lay the shank of the top hook down near the tail. Like this. And then put a half hitch. Come on, fingers. Put a half inch on the tail and the shank of the hook. Okay, let's go out here. Let's see if we can find a fish over here. Keep it out a little bit further this time, huh? So we don't get hung up on the bottom. All right, let's put a spinner on. Take that, get that bait off of there. Yes, this is how I keep my spinners. Well organized. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see here. What do I want to try? I want to try. I am going to go with this right here. It's a number 4 Meps, I believe. Yeah. It's a number 4 Meps, single hook. Barbless too. Tie this directly onto the line with a clinch knot. 6 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know how to make a clinch knot, everybody does. Clinch knot. Okay. See what the number 4 Meps will do. We'll let it sink a little bit this time. Get her to spin, by popping it like that. Make sure the spinner's spinning. And I'm going to slow down this retrieve. Make it slow so it goes deeper. But then, like most rivers, it's going to become more shallow the closer you get to the bank. So what I do is I raise the rod tip up. Just bring the spinner up so it's not snagging on the bottom. You guys that fish the bank know that, right? And then this is what fishing is all about. Casting and casting and casting and casting and drifting and drifting and floating and floating until you finally find something that they want. Or that they're willing to hit. Not necessarily that they want it. Lots of different reasons why fish hit. They hit to kill, they hit to clean, they hit to eat, to protect their reds. Oh, come on, spin. There you go. If you're retrieving and it doesn't feel like it's spinning and there's no resistance, then just give it a pop like that and the spinner will usually start spinning. And over and over and over in different locations, trying different things, different speeds, different depths, different angles. Where you stand could make a difference because the presentation is coming at the fish from an angle that they don't like and then they want to hit it. There's all kinds of different reasons to change what you're doing. So instead of standing in one spot all the time, you can move. Sometimes it'll help. Move a few feet downriver. Sometimes that's all it takes. Get the lure in front of a fish. Make a few more casts and then we'll move downriver a little bit. Oh, look at this spot here. Okay, this looks good. All right, got a nice little spot right here. I like it a lot. Okay, let's catch a fish right here, man. Let's catch a fish. Okay, a couple more casts with this thing. Okay, so I made a switch. Put a different spinner on here. Let me show it to you. Brass blade. Another Meps. It's a little bit heavier. I know what a lot of people do is they plan their fishing trips based on the height of the run or when the fish are in. Like I'll fish up at the barrier, when all the coho are in, obviously. But most of the time, I just go fishing when I want to go fishing. And the river used to be where you could come out here and you could catch trout, cutthroat, rainbow all year round. So I guess that the whole overall what I'm trying to say is I come down here to fish when I want to fish, not necessarily when the fish are here. Because I know a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll follow the fish like I used to, follow the fish around, go here, go there, you know, when they have a very high likelihood of catching a fish. Whereas me, you know, I'm here on the river. I have a house here on the river. So I'm going to want to go fishing sometimes when the coho aren't here, or when the kings aren't here, or when the steelhead aren't here, or when they're not here in numbers. I make videos of me fishing, not of me catching. Every once in a while, you know, I'll catch a fish, but that's not what my videos are about. My videos are about, you know, the reality of fishing. When you go out fishing, sometimes you don't catch fish. But I still have just as much fun. Okay, I'm gonna make a few more casts with this, and then I'm gonna try my fly rod. And now it's pouring. Oh my God, this is awesome. I don't mind fishing in the rain, but I'm usually a little more prepared than this. I didn't expect it to rain like this. Look at this. No big deal. I'm gonna get down here and fling my Spey rod around. I still have this nymph on there, stonefly. I'm gonna leave it on. See if I can find a steelhead in there close with this stonefly first. As I kind of alluded to earlier, I don't really watch the runs and when the best time to fish is. I just go fishing when I want to fish. And also, I don't really watch the weather. I just go fishing when I want to, and I just deal with the weather as it comes. I don't think I caught a fish last year on the fly rod, a steelhead. I think I only fished once last year with the Spey rod. So, the more you fish with your fly rod, the more often you're gonna catch fish. Time on the water. All right, see what this spot here has to offer. I have more space behind me to cast too. I'll make a few more casts with this fly on here, and then I'll put on a woolly worm. Fishermen are funny people. And you guys should know that because you're all fishermen, right? Most of the people that watch my videos are fishermen. So you should know, you're a funny person. For some reason, everything's a secret. Most people are not very friendly. You're always intruding on their privacy if you try to talk to them. It's like going out in public, but not really wanting to be around anybody. That's what fishermen are like. It's amazing how many fishermen are not friendly. I don't know, maybe do you get unfriendly, you know, when you get old or something? Is there some kind of written code, you know, where fishermen have to be obnoxious and you know, I don't know. What's a word for it? Move down this way just a little bit. All right, come on, fish. Right about here is where I seen that fish. So I am not going to go out there very far. This is the woolly worm I'm putting on. This is shallow here, so I'm going with a dry fly. I should be able to, because he was just right here, no more than 30 feet from the bank in this area. So and to see if you can't find them. And of course, it's still raining like crazy. Okay, we'll move down a little bit. Oh, this looks good. Man, just seems like there should be a fish here, huh? Well, the weather turned out nice. Man, seems like there should be a steelhead on the other side of that rock right there, or on the inside of that rock right there, and below in that area. This looks fishy to me. That look fishy to you guys? Sure as hell looks fishy to me. Okay. I know the river's really low. I haven't checked it, but it looks like 2,200. Probably 22, 23, somewhere around there, some change. Come on, you see that Z in my line right there? I just want that thing to go straight. Fish hits it and just straightens it out. I have my spinning rod and my bait rod, you know, my float rod, but that's just something about the fly rod, man, when you catch a fish on the fly rod. We're gonna move down one more time. Kind of a gravel bar that goes out. And I started way down there, came way down here, and I haven't seen that that steelhead surface for a while. But now I've got this nymph on here. You can see that, hopefully. Okay. And I'm about as far down as I want to go. And fish it in here close first, and then get out there further and further down. Well, I'll tell you what, I fished a lot today, more than I normally do. I usually only fish for a couple hours, but today I've been out here for probably 5 hours. 5 or 6 hours. It's just been comfortable. Haven't fallen in the river, so I'm not cold. That always helps, right? Not even a trout either. That's what's kind of weird. Not even a trout. I think I'll make a few more casts with this and put a woolly worm on there. End up with a woolly worm in this area here. And just the woolly worm, I've noticed that the caterpillars are out too in the grass and on the trees. So the old woolly worm should be what they want. Okay, this is my last move as we're running out of river, as you can see. And I've got this green type of olive woolly worm on here. It's got a little bit of rust up there. You can see that I've had this for a while. Okay, let me go out here just a little ways so I can get a little more space for casting. Now, I can't go down here any further because if I catch a fish and he goes down around the corner, I am toast. But that would be fun. I do have a lot of line on this, but honestly, if the fish went around that corner, I'm not getting them back. I gotta watch my back cast. I have a tree right there, so I can get that angle right there. Or I can go that way. Okay. That's right here. Wow. That was a terrible cast. There we go. That's a little better. Come on, fish. Last hurrah here. Last hurrah. Just gonna let it swing in, and then there's another gravel bar right there. I'm kind of standing on a gravel bar right here. I'm just gonna let this one swing all the way down. Maybe we can pick something up that's laying down there. Maybe they're tired and hungry from fighting the river up that corner right there. All those really fast rapids. And they're gonna come around the corner here and wanna rest and eat. Oh, there we go. Get out there a little further. Come on. Seems like there's got to be a fish out here that wants to play. I don't even know where that. Oh, there it is. Come on. Go way down there, strip it out about 5 or 6 times. It's about 4 or 5 feet every time. So we'll get her way down there. Not that there's fish way down there compared to like right here. Okay. Well, I think I've made, I don't know how many casts I've made. Hundreds, I'm sure. Hundreds. Feels like thousands. And I did have one hit on the upper fly, the small fly, and it was a big fish too because I seen the splash at the surface. But that wasn't meant to be. You never know when it's meant to be, you know what I mean? Just gotta take life as it comes. I'm gonna make a couple of short casts. See if something might be in here close. And then we're gonna call it a day. Go get something to eat. Well, it's been a nice day. Didn't catch anything, but it's par for the course when you're fly fishing on the Cowlitz. So I want to thank you guys and gals for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Comment at your convenience. You know the drill. Peace, love, and tight lines, and I'll see you on the water.
If you liked this video, be sure to check out our other videos where you'll join us on the ocean catching kings and silver salmon, lakes catching kokanee trout and landlocked coho. We'll also be working our riverfront homestead and harvesting venison. Stay tuned for more fishing and hunting and outdoor adventure videos. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button so you get notifications of new uploads. Thank you for watching.